Hey, everybody. If you're watching the rebroadcast, thank you so much for joining me. And if you hear anything that I say that you like or agree with, don't forget to show some love by tapping the screen, sharing some hearts. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Rebecca Massey. I am a speaker, teacher, and life coach. And my personal passion is really just helping people break free from dysfunctional and destructive cycles in their lives by speaking truth into their lives. Welcome. Hi, everybody. So great to see everybody. First of all, I want to ask you a question. What do you believe? And does it matter? I'm not talking about whether you believe in a particular religion or anything like that. I'm talking about that too, does that matter? But I'm really talking about what do you believe as far as your life and what you can achieve, what you want, can you have it? What are beliefs anyway? What is a belief? Does anybody have any? Is it just something that you just know or understand, or how did you come to that conclusion? Let me challenge you here. Beliefs are actually thoughts that you accept as truth. When you have thoughts that you accept them as truth, then that's something you believe. All of those thoughts combined together formulate a belief system. Now, if I told you that the sky was purple, you would disagree with me because you have evidence and have found information and you can see it for yourself, right? That the sky is actually blue. It's not purple. So for me to go around telling everyone that it's purple would really just mean that you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, because your belief is that it's blue. All right, let me ask you this. What do you think about, can you experience things that you don't believe? A lot of people say, you heard the old adage, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, that is an old saying, but it's not necessarily true. Most of the time, we see things, we believe things, and then we can see them. Let me give you a little story, a little example. My husband was born extremely allergic to bee stings. And when he was about, I think, 5 years old, he actually technically died in the doctor's office because he had been attacked by a swarm of bees, and his heart stopped, and they had to do all this stuff to revive him. Okay, he got revived. He's alive today. He's perfect. But all his life he's had to carry an EpiPen, and anytime he got stung, he's been in the hospital several times from being stung. Well, about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, his belief system started changing. He's like, no, I believe that I'm healed. Now, we are Christians, and so we do believe that what Christ did on the cross paid for our sickness. And so his belief pattern started changing. He's like, no, Christ said that by my stripes you are healed, and so I'm healed. So he started believing that he was healed. Well, one day he was hiking in the woods with his dad, and they came across a bee's nest, and they completely swarmed right by his dad and started attacking Brannon. And he's running, and his dad's like, don't run. He's like, no, they're stinging me. I have to run. And he's like, I'm okay. I know I'm healed. I know that I'm not allergic anymore. And the whole family, like everybody was really upset and calling. It's like, how's Brandon doing? Is he okay? And he was fine. Honestly, he had less. And let me tell you, he got stung 16 times. Okay. In the past, he had been stung 4 times and had to go to the hospital. They had to do epinephrine and put him on fluids and all this stuff and watch him. He was stung. It's my dog. Shh. He was stung 16 times. And anybody who is stung 16 times is going to have a pretty bad reaction. He he never even, I mean, he barely even got red. Barely even got red. I would have had, I'm not allergic to bees, and I would have had a much more severe reaction than he did. But that is all because his belief system changed. Now, what's funny is that he was telling his mom this story, and his mom's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. He's like, well, look at me. Look at my bee stings. They're just little red dots. I'm not even swollen. She's like, but you're allergic. And he's like, I was, but my belief system changed. And the mind is a powerful thing. That is right. He said, my belief system changed, and I'm not allergic anymore. And she's like, well, help me so that I can believe too. And so it's just so funny because seeing is not believing, because she could see, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump it. She could see that he was fine. He was fine. But she still didn't believe it. So believing isn't seeing. Or seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing. Hold on. Somebody's texting me. Anyway, so if you experience something, but you don't believe it, can you really experience it? Take his mom, for instance. She was experiencing watching her son. Now, this is the same mother who had to take him as when he was a child, when he was a baby, his limp, lifeless body to the hospital, who saw him basically die in front of her. And here he is, stung 16 times. No reaction. So if you don't believe something, can you experience it? I really think that you have to believe it before you can experience it. Let me ask you this. If you believe you're poor, can you ever experience being rich? If you believe that you're fat, can you ever experience being thin? If you believe that you're dumb, can you experience being smart? I just don't know. It's kind of like, okay, say you were overweight and you worked really hard and you lost all the weight and you got really slim. Would you ever see yourself as that? Or would you always see yourself as needing more, needing to go further? Could you ever enjoy your harvest? It's really hard. You have to believe it. You have to see yourself as that first, and then you can experience it. And so I just want to share with you, there's so much that we could talk about. Like there's conscious beliefs and subconscious beliefs, and sometimes our conscious beliefs are like, life's exciting, but sometimes, maybe we believe life may be limiting, or maybe we believe, like, we're aware. Conscious beliefs are things that we're aware of. Subconscious beliefs are maybe things that we're not aware of. Maybe we're just like, well, that's just the way life is. We just accept it and move on. But my challenge for you today is to examine your beliefs. Examine your beliefs. What do you want? What do you want out of life? And do your beliefs line up with what you want? If you want something out of life and your beliefs don't line up with what you want, you have to change your beliefs. How do you change your beliefs? Well, you can start by changing your thought patterns. Instead of constantly telling yourself you can't or that you're not, start telling yourself you can and you are. You've heard the adage, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Believe you can, believe you do, believe you are. Tell yourself those things, and you will start believing those things for yourself. This is Rebecca Massey. Thank you so much for joining, and it's so excited to see you guys here. Thanks for all the love. Wishing you so much great joy and happiness today. Have a great Thursday. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself that you are worth it, that you are, that you can, and that you will. See you till next time. Bye-bye.